In the previous video, we examined how to improve the use of digital technology on an individual level. Now, in the intermediate level, we will shift our focus to the societal level. From innovation in smart cities to new ways of funding creative projects, digital technology empowers us to solve problems and brings ideas to life in ways we couldn't imagine just a decade ago. In particular, we'll dive into three bigger concepts that are revolutionizing creation and collaboration: the interoperability framework for e-government, crowdsourcing, and crowdfunding. Each of these has transformed opportunities for individuals, companies, and communities to work together and make a real impact. Let's start with the Interoperability Framework, or IF, and see how it supports smart cities. If you're unfamiliar with the term, the Interoperability Framework is like a bridge. It is a system that makes different government services and technology work together smoothly. Interoperability means that different systems, even if they're created by different organizations, can communicate and share information without any barriers. The Interoperability Framework helps government systems work together and share information easily, whether it's between different government departments or with the public, such as citizens and businesses. This makes government services more connected and user-friendly. There are two types of interoperability: syntactic interoperability. This happens when systems use common data formats and communication methods so they can store and send information correctly. It's like making sure everyone uses the same language or alphabet. Semantic interoperability. This ensures that systems not only share data, but understand it the same way, meaning the information exchanged has clear, agreed-upon meanings. In simple terms, systems are interoperable when they can communicate smoothly and exchange meaningful data, no matter their format or the specific details of the systems involved. This is important for industries like rail, where older systems can still work with newer ones despite differences in data format or technology. The IF works as a bridge, allowing different systems, like those used by transport operators, to translate and convert data into a common format so they can communicate effectively. This ensures smoother service across the board. Take public transport in Hong Kong as an example. Through the IF, systems like bus arrival times and traffic data from different companies are connected to give users real-time information. For instance, when you check the Google Maps app for directions, it shows live traffic conditions, estimated travel time, and the arrival times of buses. This data comes from various government systems that share information on traffic flow, bus schedules, and delays, because these systems bridge to each other. Similarly, in the payment system, the e-payment systems like FPS, Faster Payment System, allow people to make instant payments between different banks and services. This system connects various financial institutions and e-commerce platforms, allowing easy, fast, and secure transactions. Before the interoperability framework was implemented, these organizations worked independently. Each operated within its own system, making it difficult to share real-time data. The result? Inefficient planning, longer commutes, and stressed-out passengers. For instance, if a delay happened on one service, other providers couldn't easily adjust their schedules to help commuters. And for travelers, real-time updates on delays or changes were scarce. Our second focus is on crowdsourcing. Now, if the interoperability framework helps large systems communicate with each other, crowdsourcing is all about tapping into the collective power of individuals. It allows businesses to gather input, data, or services from a broad group of people, often online, to help them make smarter decisions. The term crowdsourcing first appeared in 2006. Crowdsourcing can be referred to as a type of participative online activity in which an individual, an institution, a nonprofit organization, or company proposes to a group of individuals of varying knowledge, heterogeneity, and number, via a flexible open call, the voluntary undertaking of a task. In short, crowdsourcing is the act of taking a job traditionally performed by a designated employee and outsourcing it to an undefined, generally large group of people in the form of an open call. Take companies like foodpanda, Carousel, and Uber as examples. These platforms rely heavily on crowdsourcing to deliver their services. At their core, they connect customers with a network of drivers, seller, or couriers. people who aren't direct employees, but contribute by using the app to take on delivery tasks. Before crowdsourcing was introduced, services like food delivery or transportation were mostly limited to traditional models. Companies needed to hire large teams of staff to manage deliveries or offer transportation, which was both costly and time-consuming. If you wanted a taxi or food delivery, you'd often have to rely on local businesses with limited resources and fixed availability. Crowdsourcing changed all of this. These platforms gather a large, flexible pool of drivers, ordinary people who are looking for side jobs or flexible working hours. By simply opening the app, anyone with a car, scooter, or even a bicycle can sign up and start working at their own convenience. Couriers or drivers benefit from flexible job opportunities. This model allows these companies to quickly scale up their services without the need to hire permanent staff. More importantly, customers get faster, more reliable service. Crowdsourcing is a way of solving problems and producing things by connecting online with people that you otherwise wouldn't know. Anyone can use crowdsourcing: companies, governments, groups, and individuals. They can use it to grow their organizations or support their causes. There are 4 different ways crowdsourcing works. The first enables you to access a large online labor force. You can identify and select workers, or you can just post your work and let the workers find you. The second allows you to ask the crowd to help you find a solution to a problem. Thirdly, it allows the crowd to help to find and organize existing knowledge. For example, Wikipedia. The fourth is to gather ideas, opinions, and feedback from the crowd. So as you can see, there are different ways crowdsourcing works and many things you can do with crowdsourcing. When you use the crowd to help collect and organize information, we call this accessing distributed knowledge. When you use crowdsourcing to connect with an on-demand scalable workforce to perform a broad range of tasks, we call this accessing cloud labor. Open innovation is where you use crowdsourcing to reach diverse and creative people for new idea generation and problem solving. Crowdsourcing can be used to access the world's creative communities to design and develop original art, media, or content. We call this crowd creativity. There are many tools available that can be used in crowdsourcing that support collaboration and communication among distributed groups of people. Reflective time.
Can you think of one real-life example for each type of crowdsourcing?
Now let's turn to crowdfunding, a tool that empowers creators to bring their ideas to life, even if they don't have access to traditional funding. With crowdfunding, people can raise capital from many individuals who are interested in a particular venture or cause, each making small donations that add up to a lot. Crowdfunding allows people to pitch ideas online and receive financial support directly from backers. Kickstarter is one of the most well-known platforms in this space. Before crowdfunding, if you had an idea for a product or project, you may face many hurdles. Securing funding meant convincing banks or investors to believe in your vision. Many creative projects, especially those by students or startups, never got the chance to grow because funding was just too hard to obtain. Crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter or Patreon have completely changed this. Now, anyone with an idea can post it online, explain the vision, and ask people to support it. Backers can pledge any amount they choose, often receiving perks or early access to the finished product in return. This creates a direct connection between creators and their audience, and the benefits are tremendous. Imagine a group of students developing a product that could benefit society, maybe an eco-friendly gadget or a new app to help with daily tasks. Through crowdfunding, they can bypass traditional obstacles and focus on creating. Crowdfunding gives creators access to a community of supporters who believe in their vision. For companies, crowdfunding serves as a unique market test. They can gauge interest, gather feedback, and even secure pre-orders before going into full production. Crowdfunding thus not only empowers individual creators, but also boosts innovation in society as a whole. So, in conclusion, we've seen how digital technology has transformed the way we create and connect. Through interoperability frameworks, cities are becoming smarter, bringing convenience to daily life, in transforming urban spaces. Crowdsourcing taps into the wisdom of the community, helping solve problems that were once slow or impossible to address. And crowdfunding gives creators and startups the chance to share their dreams and build products that people want and need. These tools represent the future of digital creation, a future where technology empowers each of us to make an impact, no matter our resources or background. As digital tools and platforms continue to grow, they will open even more doors for individuals, companies, and communities to innovate, share, and create together. So I encourage each of you to think about how you might use these tools, whether as a creator, a supporter, or simply someone who wants to make a positive impact. Reflective time.
After watching the video, can you think of other examples which are creatively using digital technology?
Thank you for your attention, and let's keep building a future where technology empowers us all to create.
For additional resources and information, please visit the Digital Competence Education platform